Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, David.
What a great day for Bowie. Before we get started with the program, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Today marks both an end and a beginning. It's the end, in a sense, of a planning process that began in 1995 when the City Council acquired the property that you're standing and sitting on right now. At the time the Council acquired the property in 1995, the only projected use that the Council discussed was a future City Hall. They had it right then, we believe, and they have it right now. When the Ken Hill Drive site was occupied as a City Hall in 1978, the population of our city was about 30,000. The city has grown to over 55,000 people, and the business of city government has grown as well. The old Fox Hill School, the Ken Hill site, has served us well for 30 years, but the scope of city operations has significantly increased. As we near the end of the first decade of the 21st century, we simply require more space to conduct the business of local government. The project planning began in earnest in 2006 when City Council authorized a space needs and location analysis. That study was performed by a local architectural firm out of Washington, D.C. called Fentress Bradburn. I'm glad we don't have to say that name very often. We've been struggling with it for a couple of years. That study indicated the need for approximately 80,000 square feet to house city operations, including the new police department. Later in 2006, the Council included the City Hall project in the multi-year capital improvement program for the first time. In 2007, Council selected Arcadis as the project manager, and in January 2008, the Council approved Grimm & Parker as the architect for City Hall. Council approved Mannequin as the general contractor in June of this year, which was the same month that the city earned the coveted AAA bond rating from Standard & Poor's. The next month, general obligation bonds were sold at an average rate of 3.58%. And now, following that much abbreviated chronology, look where we are. From purchasing ground in 1995 to breaking ground in 2009, it's indeed been quite a journey. I want to mention a quotation from management expert Peter Drucker. Drucker said, "Effective leadership is not about making speeches or being liked. Leadership is about results, not attributes." Drucker's maxim is appropriate for the perspective it can provide on this important milestone in our city's history. I am honored to work for a city council that looks to the future and makes things happen. I'm also appreciative of councils past, whose combined wisdom added tremendously to our ability to effectively work on behalf of our city. And I'm exceedingly proud of the work done by the finest staff I can imagine. We are also inspired by the many residents who have participated in public meetings and provided their advice on this project, and some of them are here this morning. Before I ask Mayor Robinson to make some remarks, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of many current and former elected officials, as well as representatives from other levels of government. I believe the full City Council contingent is here. Mayor Robinson, Mayor Pro Tem Turner, Councilmember Brady, Councilmember Valentino Smith, Councilmember Palangan, Councilmember Trout, and Councilmember Marcos. Thank you. I was trying to do it without looking at the list. From the State Senate, Senator Peters, thank you for coming. And we have County Councilwoman Ingrid Turner with us as well. We have several former elected officials here, former Mayor Audrey Scott, former Delegate Joan Pitkin, former City Council Member Michael DeMario, former City Council Member Jack Jenkins, and former Delegate and Judge Jerry Devlin. I'd also like to acknowledge Mrs. Clara Alshire for her presence this morning. Thank you. We know that Bill was a supporter of this project during his time on the council. In addition, I'd like to mention just a couple of folks who are here this morning joining us from the county. The District 2 Commander, Chris Cotillo, Major Cotillo, thank you. I did not see Jackie Woody from DER. There you are. Good morning. Thank you. And Chris Lindsay from Park and Planning, who helped us by providing his advice and counsel at the Park and Planning Commission. Sam Ketterman, our financial advisor, is here from Davenport. Sam worked with us on preparing for and working through the bond sale this past spring. And then I'd like to mention quickly the Grimm and Parker architect team, led by Melanie Hennigan. Her colleague Agnes Panganiban is here. We have worked very closely with them, not just the staff, but the council and community as well. Our construction management company, Arcadis, out of Columbia, represented by Warren Walker, Bob Jones, who will be the on-site representative, and Glenn Ryan. The Mannequin Corporation is the contractor. We're very pleased to have a local contractor working on this project. Craig West, Steve Newhouse, and the rest of your colleagues, welcome. We're looking forward to a great project, under budget, on time, and those kinds of things. If I didn't say it, I knew the mayor would. So thank you for coming this morning. We look forward to having you return in about 16 months for the ribbon cutting. Things will begin to look a lot different very quickly around here. Thank you very much. Mayor Robinson?